I am very passionate about this because my closest friends, my closest family members are having a hard time finding true partnership in this dating scene. And I want them to experience the physical, emotional, even financial benefits of being in a long term relationship. So instead of complaining about it, I'm doing something about it. I want us to find our way back to each other. That being said, I want to introduce you to Operation Black Love.
I just wanna make you feel better. Cause you bring out the best of me. You told me that you'll never love again, but girl, don't never say never.
So this all started when I was ranting on my Instagram stories about this very topic. I'm not trying to be anti-man, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying it gets on my nerves when I see an old man talking about, I'm not ready. I haven't found the right person. Liar. Yes, you have. You just don't want to. Look around you. Look around you, and I'm sure there are 10 phenomenal, if you're black, if you're into black women, phenomenal black women right around you, and you're not considering it. Think about that. And somebody reached out, a young black man, and said that he wanted to be hooked up. And I said, okay, who wants to be hooked up with a young black man in Minnesota who actually likes black girls? And 2 black girls raised their hand. I was like, you know what? Let's document this process and let's really look into what it's like to date in Minnesota in 2024. All these people are strangers. I know them a little bit. I mean, I know them from social media, but I don't know them a lot. So before I set these strangers up on blind dates, I wanted to get to know them a little bit better. So my friend Brooke and I went to meet all of these participants to learn more about them. What are their dating styles? Why are they single? Leaving those interviews, I really thought that we were going to have some strong connections. Like the stuff that people were saying, I'm like, oh, this is actually going to work. Like these people are going to fall in love and get married. Oh my God, I hope I'm invited to the wedding.
I'm kind of nervous, low-key.
Are you nervous? Mm-hmm. Don't be nervous. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Operation Black Love. I'm here with our first blind date contestant, and we're going to ask her a few questions just to get to know her a little bit more before the date actually happens. Are you ready?
I am.
Okay, so first, tell us your name and what you do for work. Don't tell us your name. Tell us what you do for work and your age.
I work in finance and I'm 28.
Currently, I am a substitute teacher and I am 25 years old.
I'm 28 years old and I'm a data engineer for a bank.
Okay, now I'm going to get to the hard questions.
Okay.
Why are you single?
Oof, that is a tough question.
Okay, so let me think.
The reason I'm single is I broke up with my ex-girlfriend.
Say more. Like, why did y'all break up?
It was just not a fit for me personally. I didn't see myself marrying her, so I decided this was not worth me like investing anymore.
I have actively been trying to be single for this last year and a half at least. I have been trying to prioritize myself and trying to finish my degree, which I did finish this year, so I was happy about that, and I needed to focus on myself because I was in a couple relationships. One was about 3 years, and then I had another one after that kind of was very toxic, and it kind of left me dry for a while. So I needed to focus on myself and fill up my cup. And yeah, I feel like that's why I'm single right now. I haven't really let a lot of people in.
I didn't date all throughout high school or college. So my first dating experience was post-college. I dated my first boyfriend for about 3 years. We realized that we were great friends, but not a good long-term match. And then after that, I took some time to myself to figure out what I really wanted. And the men I was dating, I wasn't super compatible with either. And now that I know what I want, I feel like because I'm a little bit older, I haven't really hit my stride with, who I'm compatible with. I'm still out there opening myself up because if you want to get married, you kind of have to be dating in order to do that.
Okay, tell me a little bit more about what you are looking for.
I mean, I made a list of qualities. If that's what you want, I can read off my list.
Sure. What's on the list?
Number 1 is preferably black, a person of color.
Okay, they can look like anything as long as they're attractive. They need to be symmetrical.
African American, Black American, American born African, but definitely Black man.
I don't see myself settling down with somebody that is white person, white body person. I just
Somebody who's very active, health conscious, silly, and has a goofy personality, doesn't take themselves too seriously.
and they need to be relatively outgoing. I like to have someone that can carry a room.
Who is God-fearing, Christian, believes in Jesus. That is the number one priority to me. Someone who comes from a family who values marriage and love. As I've been dating people over the years, I realized how important it is to, one, have a family that supports you, but two, also have those intrinsic values yourself.
Somebody who's financially literate and also has like a good goal future like orientation. Somebody like I can make like long-term plans with in that type of way.
And then also someone who values a career and ambition, both in themselves and in their partner. Someone who's going to uplift me and I can uplift them as well.
I don't know, like this might be like a Nigerian thing, but like good home training, house training, just kind of like knowing the basics of that kind of stuff.
What are some turn offs that if you see a guy, you're like, absolutely not, this is not going to work?
I mean, I don't like when people are toxic, so I mean that's broad to say, but someone that's very possessive over their women, I don't like when you're super possessive, because then that means you might be overly jealous.
Definitely someone who doesn't believe in Jesus. That is always number one.
Somebody of a different faith probably won't be able to work.
Would you consider yourself like to be very religious, or like how do you
Like on a, like my dad, if my dad's a 10 where he's a part-time pastor, I'm like a 3.
Somebody that smokes a lot of weed, I'm not really into. Somebody that smokes, or like a heavy drinker, either. Deal breaker.
Smoking, heavy drinker, big partier, can't do that.
Number two, someone who is not ambitious, or let me not say ambitious, someone who is not stable in their career, who has no career aspirations.
Unpopular dating opinions.
Yeah, like anything that you think about dating that you feel like people wouldn't agree with.
Oh, probably I would say women are not as serious about dating as they claim to be.
Thank you for participating in Operation Black Love. We'll see where it goes from here.
Thank you.
I just wanna make you feel better.
I think that based on that interview, they feel like they sound compatible. Based on aesthetics alone, do you think they go together? Or they could go together?
I think so. We should have them do like we should have them vlog.
Yes, like a get ready with me.
Yes, walking into the
Walking
restaurant
in.
and then like in the car.
In the car.
Post game interview.
Low key, I want to go to the bathroom during one point of the date and like give like a halftime. I'm so excited for this.
That was so fun.
It was fun.
Oh my goodness, yeah.